Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Creators Table. We have a good number of things to talk about today. I actually have a list this time prepared. It is another solo episode, but at least I'm more prepared than this time. This one's probably going to be a little bit of a longer episode than before, but we're going to get right through it. First off, God, it's so dry. I'll probably have to go in and change a lot of things because my mic's really close, and it's not supposed to be this close because it's a video mic, not a not a podcast mic. I'll get a podcast mic soon, but not right now. So first thing, coming to Stanley Media, as well as myself, Ben Stanley, I will be starting some streaming tonight. I'll do a test stream tonight to get into it. And the first actual stream, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but it's mostly going to be doing some Call of Duty because that's where I'm playing a lot of. And as soon as Black Ops comes out, probably stream a lot of Black Ops, just to kind of add something to myself and the company, give me something to do, as well as another way for people and another way for everybody to connect with Stanley Media and myself, the owner. Because I'm building a brand, which is mostly me right now. I do have people that I'm training for projects and as interns, kind of. But I don't know what the plan is fully with them, and I hope to bring them on eventually as paid members of the crew. But right now they're just kind of interns. I'm kind of teaching them because it's harder to find people in the video world, at least out here in New Hampshire. Today I am rocking a pink New Hampshire shirt I got from Walmart. But yeah, so, trying to connect with people and get them to understand myself and the brand, kind of. I'm going to start streaming, partially because it's just a hobby of mine that I'm trying to pick up. Well, not pick up. I've got like a week of hours, 7 days logged in Call of Duty, something like that. I mean, actually, I can look that up. I can quote myself on this. But yeah, while I'm looking this up, we're just kind of going to talk about a few things. I have a good list. Starting off with the stream, test stream coming up later tonight. I'll probably be on with a friend of mine, Jack Parker. He volunteered to play with me while I stream tonight. Alright, it's right here. Nope, I'm on the wrong page. This app is kind of dumb. Call of Duty, get your app together. What does that turn into? That's not a week. I was definitely wrong about a week, but 32, 24. Oh, close. I got like 6 days. In Call of Duty. 5 and some change. Round up to 6. Close enough. But yeah. So we're going to start streaming to connect with people in the brand. People, interns. Oh, yeah. Speaking of people and interns, I have some projects in the works that I do need a crew for, and it's great that I have these people kind of learning what to do and how to work on a set, so that way when it comes time for the things that I have going on in the works right now in the background, when it comes down to it, I know that I'll have people prepared to work and get it done in a timely manner. But yeah, speaking of those projects, I'm writing a full feature film. That's the first thing I'm doing. I've been working on it for a couple months now. It's terrible, but I think after I work out some of the kinks, it'll be pretty good once I work through some of it. But yeah, we have a feature film, to kind of just talk about it, gloss over it a little bit. It is about male issues, like depression and suicide and the body problems that men have and their insecurities that we don't really talk about as a society. I'm still working on the script and a lot of details, but that's kind of the overall idea that I have. As well as right now, I'm in pre-production. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, so I'll ask the main writer. I'm kind of co-writing this, but I'm working with the writer right now to produce a thriller this summer. And we just wrote she had a good bit written, but we put it into script format and wrote out and fully figured out the first scene for it, and we will be kind of getting actual cast, and my phone's going off. I should probably turn that off. And actually get like a cast and a crew and location scouting, and it's going to be a good big project. If not between now and then, the summer of 2021 when we start shooting, it might end up being the biggest project of Stanley Media Production, which I am extremely excited for. Also, if anybody out there listening to this wants to learn this stuff in the video world, so like I have a friend of mine who wants to learn how to edit. I'm gonna message him, and I'm gonna start teaching editing, and hopefully I'll be able to make a video out of that or something. And if there's anything you guys want to see on the YouTube channel, specifically tutorial wise, how I do something, what the like gear recommendations. Like if anyone wants to start getting into this, that is a big part of this podcast today, is going to be trying to encourage more people to try to find careers like this. My dream was to be a teacher or to be on stage, and I kind of backed out of that. I was kind of, I started doing some small projects for some friends, some small video stuff here and there, and I was talking to this guy that I was doing a video for, a friend of my dad's, and he was like, you could like do this like as a career, right? And I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. I gave it a week to let marinate, and I made an initial name for the company, and it didn't sit well, and I changed it a few times, changed the logo like 6 times until we landed on the one that we have today, which is probably going to change again. But right now, you can pick up merch with the logo as well as create, which is kind of our little tagline, at the Stanley Media Production store. Go to www.stanleymediaproduction.com/store and help support this podcast, future episodes, and other projects from Stanley Media Production, which includes the feature film and the short film. Because as much as we're trying to do everything on like free work, we have friends who are actors, and I'm bringing my own crew and my own gear, but there are some purchases that we'll have to make between now and then. Anything from props to if we have to pay for a location or to feed the cast and crew, because that is a very important part of being on set, is feeding everybody. So yeah, just go to the store, check out all our merch, where I'm working on more to put up there, but right now what's up there is, I think, really good. I had a friend of mine order a hat. He loves the hat. He posted it like everywhere. Aaron, I'll give you a shout out. He bought it. I'm buying some stuff that I'll be able to show off in videos that'll come in shortly. Not sure when that's going to be in yet, but I'm going to be wearing stuff to kind of rep in videos, because I do like it. I like it a lot, and I think it's definitely something I see myself wearing normal, like out in the environment, especially the polos. I like the polos a lot. So when I first made Stanley Media Production, it started as Stanley Photo and Video, and I made a logo and stuff for it, and I like that logo a lot. I wish I could go back to that logo, but kind of work it as Stanley Media Production, but I couldn't find a way to do it really good. But that logo was really cool, and I had it printed onto a polo by the company that I'm doing the whole merch thing through, and I wore it to all of my first few shoots for business production. And I love it. I think it's good. It's very professional, and it's nice print. It's a good print when the file that I give them to print is good. And it's hard working out of Photoshop on my own when I don't know. I learned Photoshop on the 2016. Or no, it was Photoshop 2012 in my graphic design class. I think it was freshman year, 2006, the year 2016 year to 2017. That was my freshman year. Took graphic design, great class, had a lot of fun, a lot of friends. But yeah, we used like Adobe Photoshop 2012, I think it was, and it was fun, but that was 4 years ago at this point, literally, which is bizarre to think about. But 4 years ago I learned how to use Adobe Photoshop, and here I am using it to try and brand my company. it's wild. What else? Today, along with this podcast, I'll be posting some videos as well as the stream tonight. Actually, this is gonna be a lot shorter than I thought because I can really hit all these points real quick. And I'm going to the I did want to talk about some new pricing that I did for it, just to kind of cover that a little bit, So kind of streamline it a bit, like I talked about in the last one. I fixed it up a little bit, so things like the business page as well as the sports page. Sports page still in the works, still working on it, but I kind of have a better idea of pricing for that, especially the business page, because that is my main focus right now, is doing business stuff. So I'm actually wrapping up my last client video for right now, until I can find a new client. But the last client video is being wrapped up this weekend, and it's a pretty good video. I also really like the company that I was able to work with, and I was glad I was able to do something. Well, they're not a company; they're a nonprofit, and it was really good. Helping them and trying to help promote themselves to get them more income and stuff. With the whole COVID and everything, it's pretty tough right now for everyone, including them. But making their videos is fun. Wrapping that up this weekend. But yeah, business is a lot of fun, so it is kind of my main focus. So that's why that page is more fleshed out, especially since I haven't really had a chance to do any. I haven't had a chance to do music videos. I've had sports, but I've done free work for sports, and I want to get into weddings. I'm wrapping up the video on my friend's wedding that I shot. I was the videographer for my friend's wedding, which is crazy to say. My buddy, I've known him for at least 10 years, I think, got married. He's 2 months younger than me, so, there's not much there, but weird to think that he got married. So I was the videographer for his wedding, and I'm wrapping that up as well. That should be done within the next month, because I'm waiting on the photographer to get me some pictures. I'm at like a standstill. Like, I can't do anything until I get the pictures. But I was able to talk to the photographer the other day. Another good friend of mine that I've known for like 10 years. It's crazy. Everyone there was just weird environment. I've known all of them for so long, except for obviously like the fiance and the fiance's family. I've known them for about 3 years now. So I've known them for a good bit, but not as long as I've known the groom. But yeah, so once that video is wrapped up, I'll be able to add wedding videography or photography. I haven't done photography yet, but if I can do videography, I can do photography. But I want to add that to my business services on the Stanley Media Production website, which I also recommend you guys go check out. It's a really great website, built it myself. Well, I guess, since we're kind of on the website, probably pricing and videos and sports and wedding. While we're there, it's a great time to thank our sponsor, the S&P Store. Go to www.stanleymediaproduction.com/store to help support this podcast, future episodes, as well as future projects by Stanley Media Production, including our new Twitch, as well as other, the feature film, the short film I talked about earlier. It's all going to go and kind of straight help out those things, well, not kind of. They fully everything from that store is going directly to the projects and stuff in their entirety. Whether it's going to be gear, food, locations, paying freelancers, kind of, because I'm a one-man band right now. Even though I do have the interns, I don't want to like shaft them and like not give them anything. So, even like small compensation for, having my friends that I'm teaching to help me out, even giving them a little something versus nothing. And I have one friend who I'm teaching who swears up and down, like, yeah, I'll do it for free. Because when I had my first meeting for the short film, the thriller, I texted my friend right after, and I was like, hey, I'm going to need a crew for this. And it's going to be mostly free work. Because it's a passion project for me and a friend of mine. And he was like, Yeah, no problem. No, it's all good. Yeah, it's fine. But I would feel bad, and I did have, for another project, I had my friend who's a photographer come with me, and he took pictures while I did video, and we kind of killed two birds with one stone because I was there for like 3 hours, and I had a whole list of things I was supposed to do, and I was really glad I had him there, because I don't think I would have been able to do everything that I did in 3 hours without him there, and it gives you the importance of team, especially trying to do a production company, which team is something I am looking to build eventually down the road. But since we're on the website, the podcast is on the website. Podcast is also on Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Spotify, and YouTube. Did I say YouTube? I posted it on YouTube, so I directly put it on YouTube, and then I'll also share it to all those other platforms as soon as it's uploaded. I'll probably do YouTube first today. Last time I did Spotify, Google, and Pocket Cast first, as well as Anchor. It's on Anchor. And then I did YouTube like a few hours later, but I'll probably do YouTube first today, and then do Anchor, and then Google Podcasts and all those things after. But yeah, follow the podcast there. Give us a listen. Feel free to donate or go to the store. I'm not really sure how long this episode's going. I'm also very sorry in advance. Not in advance. In hindsight, I'm very sorry for this podcast being everywhere like it is. It's kind of all over the place. Partially my fault. Well, partially. It is entirely my fault. I'm in just a kind of sit down and kind of just crush it out kind of mood today, where I'm just going to go through and I'm going to produce as much content as I can because I've been kind of slacking. So my head's kind of all over the place, and I didn't really do the points in any order that I wanted to do them in. Kind of bounced around them a lot as kind of things were kind of tying together. But hopefully we'll be able to smooth some things out for future episodes. And hopefully things will be a lot easier once we have a guest on. We bring in a guest. I think I have a few people in mind that I want for episode 2 or episode 3. This is episode 2. Haha. But for episode 3, I think I know who I want on. I have a few people in mind. But I think I know who I want on. But yeah, that's going to be something to look forward to in episode 3, which will be coming next week. But yeah, let's see. Did we touch everything? Twitch, Crow, interns, teaching, store, streaming, test stream tonight, new videos, client project wrapping up, new pricing, not theme. Actually, I think I did change the theme on the website. Still trying to flesh it out, but yeah, so it's a little different as I changed up the pricing again. Wanted to just touch over all our offerings. I know I did that in the last episode, but I figured it'd be something worth exploring. And then the 2 projects that I'm currently in pre-production for. Well, pre-production for the feature film is probably going to be a few years. Pre-production for the short film that we've actually have a concrete idea of. We're in pre-production from yesterday. Yesterday? Today's Friday? Yeah, so yesterday was our first meeting for pre-production. And we're going to be shooting in summer 2021, so that's October. Well, October doesn't really count, so November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July-ish. So I didn't even count. December, January, February, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. That's like 7 months. 9 months? I don't know. I don't keep track. That's not 9 months. No. Like 6 or 7 months, I think it is. I'm not actually gonna count it out. That's too much. But yeah. So that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really good, really fun project. And hopefully, after I talk to the writer, I'll be able to, talk more about it, or even do some behind the scenes when we when we have our next meeting, we're trying to meet once a week and just bang out the script and keep, she's the writer. I'm kind of just co-writing and guiding it and making sure everything looks good and is in a good production spot, so that way, after we do the refinements, we kind of bang it out, we write it, and then we can kind of go back and refine it. I'm just making sure everything's kind of just like right from a production standpoint while she's focusing on story and plot and all the little side things that are going on. Looking at probably a 20-minute short film is my estimation. Based on how long the first scene was. The first scene is about 3 minutes, because each page is generally a minute of for estimating. It's generally a minute of screen time. So the first scene was about 3 pages. So we're looking at about 3 minutes for the first scene. So I'm going to estimate about 20-25 minutes. Because once you get into like that 45 plus, you're kind of in like. Not 45 plus, an hour plus, I guess I would say, is kind of feature territory. 45 could still be a short film, technically. And hopefully, I'll be able to do some more pre-production episodes for my feature film I'm writing, as well as, be able to produce more content, especially since everyone's home. I do have a job, but that's 3 days a week, so that's 3 out of 7, so every the other 4 days, I need to be producing something to kind of help grow both my skills and experience as well as this company, as well as to entertain people, because that's part of what I want to do is entertain people, and I can't really do that if I'm not creating content that entertains and finding that good ground where, I'm enjoying it and the people are enjoying it is where it's going to be tricky. So don't forget to go and check out our sponsor, kind of, the Stanley Media Production Store. It is my store, but it is hopefully going to be a good revenue for supporting this company, as well as this podcast and both the feature film and short film. I'll see everybody in the next episode, which will definitely have a guest. That's it. Bye.